Hello everyone, today is the start of the Lunar New Year. I wish you all good fortune and happiness. Right now in Cobalt, it's 3:16 PM on Friday, February 12th, 2021. There really isn't any news to speak of today. By the way, did anyone tune in for that documentary show that was on TV yesterday? It was all about the history of football, and actually, it was quite informative. For one thing, I learned that talking about football puts me right to sleep. Oh dear. There I go again, prattling on about my personal TV habits. Sorry folks. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. And welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, last time, we returned to town to pick up a few items for Valentine's Day. So this time, I originally planned to show a few things on the 10th, but then learned that there was a specific Lunar New Year greeting, and thus decided to wait until the 12th. So happy Lunar New Year. For the occasion, there are a couple of interesting items that are available for a short time. And I ordered extras because they're limited. Interestingly, a lot of items in this particular batch that was added for this update have variants. So for example, we have the heart-shaped bouquet and the let's see, the chocolate heart, and they actually have different variations. So if you want to collect them all, you have to basically check the Nook shopping app every so often, and you'll see a different variant, like this. Available until 2/14. I didn't actually realize this until very recently, so I probably won't be able to get all of them. But even like the megaphones have variants. So here we have the Lunar New Year decoration, the lucky red envelope, and the, I am not entirely sure how to say that, the, Junmayoni lucky pouch. I probably butchered that. So yeah, pretty cool, having these items that were generally kind of region-locked before, available everywhere, and they actually have a special feature. So if you take money, and either the little, envelope or the lucky pouch, you can actually wrap up money and then give the money, to a villager. So that's part of the reason why I ordered extras while they're available, just to double check, actually. I should see when they go out of stock. 217, so they start, they're initially available from 210, and they go away after 217. So yeah, and these go away, like, in 2 days. So yeah, I kind of missed out on those, I suppose, in terms of collecting them all. Yeah, I had no idea that would be the case. Lunar New Year. Marshall, Slick, Sulky, 2021. Sorry, I'm just practicing my movie trailer guy voice. Cool. Hey, what you up to? So I'm actually trying to change catchphrases back to the original catchphrases. Nicknames are a little bit tougher, though, because I'm trying to get nicknames to catch on. So my character is currently being called Slick for some reason, which just makes me think of Paper Mario. I'm pretty sure there's a character who refers to Mario as Slick. I should have a better memory of this, actually, based on how much I enjoy Thousand Year Door. Seriously, for me? So let's try giving him the lucky money envelope. Oh, you gave me some lucky money. Not really sure what else to say. I guess anything could come in handy at some point on an island like this, huh? I can't let you walk away empty-handed after you were so generous to me. You gotta take a simple knit sweater, okay? So I didn't realize there was actually a function to the envelope and money, and as a result, I didn't buy enough to give to everyone, sadly. I wonder if that'll actually do anything, like if villagers will eventually give you special dialogue by giving them the lucky money. By the way, I have actually been redecorating and got to a level 5 town again. Still working on the blue roses though. This is quite the procedure. So right now I'm trying to get a purple rose from these two to use with this orange rose from these two orange roses to try to get something else. So yeah, it's quite the procedure. Looked like Celia had something to say to us, but oh, there she is. Is it true that you've been looking for a wood-burning stove? Sure, I'll take it. I also don't even remember if I talked about this last time, but I actually redesigned a lot of the middle section of the town. I'm pretty sure we passed by here, and I just completely forgot to talk about it. So up here, I basically turned the lake into kind of a diamond shape and set a center island in the middle. There's still room for lake fish to appear, thankfully. So yeah. Kind of a nice little bit of symmetry, I thought, and I also added this little park over here. I kind of want to do more of this at some point, but I don't think I really have the furniture I'd want for that. Oh, there's a balloon. So yeah, a lot of the holidays in this game are really understated, I feel like, but that's kind of a thing in Animal Crossing in general. Like, even in New Leaf, a lot of holidays amounted to going to the town square. Isabelle will have like a little cardboard cutout thing for a photo op, and then she'll give you a special item. I do miss the cardboard cutouts and also Isabelle appearing more often. As is, it doesn't feel like Isabelle has a very active role in the town compared to New Leaf, because I feel like Nook kind of overshadows her, sadly. So I do wish Isabelle would have, would like appear for events and things like that. That would definitely help her to stand out a little bit more. And also, I don't know if I've actually mentioned this before, but the daily greetings have big Splatoon energy to them, where it's like, it's kind of a neat little bit of like character building and like flavor text, but in actuality, it's basically just text to mash through. Isabelle telling you there's nothing going on every day has the same energy as like the hosts in Splatoon telling you the stages and making little quips about them, but the same quips every time the stage comes up, so it gets old really fast. So yeah, I feel like they need to add more dialogue for the characters like Isabelle, and also the regular villagers, because they run out of things to say very quickly in this game compared to even past Animal Crossing games. You know, there's only so much you can do with a game like this, but I remember like in the old days, like, you know, GameCube, specifically GameCube, is wild how much they managed to pack into it. There was like a playthrough I did a while ago. I can't remember if it was the Let's Play or a personal playthrough, but I actually got new dialogue, and it kind of blew my mind, actually, that after, what, let's see, I've been playing the original Animal Crossing off and on since like 2004, 2005, that I still got new dialogue that I had never seen before. It felt really surreal, actually. The original GameCube Animal Crossing, despite being a very, I don't want to say minimalistic, because it was the first game, technically like the third game if you go by the Japanese release, but still, for like the first game, it had so much content and so much personality to it, which was good because that game had the least to do in it, like the fewest activities around town, so they had to compensate, I think, with really strong dialogue, a lot of really cool, like, events, like, a lot more events than any other Animal Crossing game, like, the little, like, competition thing. Like, there was an event where the villagers would be doing, like, races around the town square, or, like, exercises, and things like that have never returned, and it's kind of a shame, because even smaller events would help to kind of flesh out later games, like even New Leaf kind of had a shortage of events at a point, and so many events were just very basic. So yeah, I hope eventually they start introducing, like, more of the non-specific events like the GameCube game had, and also Wild World had quite a few. In general, I do feel like this game prioritizes different things than older Animal Crossing games, so it's very difficult in some ways to compare it, because instead of trying to be about the social aspect with you and your villagers, it's more about, you know, an online social interactivity, and also more about building your town. So in some ways, it's almost more kind of like a Sims type game than Animal Crossing, which in Animal Crossing it's more about the interactivity in your town, while with this it's more about the customization of your town, I think. And even as, like, the resident services representative, it does feel like the character has somewhat more of a limited impact on the town itself, even compared to, like, New Leaf, where you got to choose a lot more of where things went, like, because so many buildings are kind of consolidated into a handful of spots, like, if the data mine from, like, launch turns out to be something that actually gets added in, then the cafe will be inside the museum. To be fair, that might be why it's taking so long, because of trying to even figure out where to put the cafe inside the museum, because I don't really see a good place for another entrance to go, so that might actually be a reason, but also because of just possible development problems. Frankly, Nintendo is very secretive, especially since 2020. Like, they really have gotten to a point where they don't like delaying things, so you can't delay what doesn't have a release date. Seems to be their mentality, and thus, a roadmap for Animal Crossing would help a lot in terms of peace of mind, like getting to see a breakdown of everything that's going on. By the way, something else I meant to show off is there are actually festival items as well, that are available, I assume, until at least the 15th, possibly beyond. So yeah, let's actually show those off really quickly. Like there, and also this one. So yeah, we're basically ready to go for Festival, by the way. I think I've bought most of the furniture. I discovered that the customization of the furniture actually relies on feathers from the event, so that's kind of a cool incentive to try to keep collecting items even after getting all the furniture from the store and not from Pave. But yeah, I definitely think a roadmap would have been nice instead of this, like, weird secrecy around Animal Crossing, like we're getting an update in March. It has to do with Mario, that's all we know about it. They said March, so I assume it's actually going to be early to mid-March, because normally if it's late, they specify, like, late January. And part of me wonders even if that scheduling of updates so far in advance is also why these updates have been sort of barren lately, because these updates they want to meet that deadline of, like, You know, if they say, oh, late January, then the update has to go out by late January. And I wonder how much that level of scheduling has to do with anything. Like, oh, to make it out by late January, we have to cut out, like, you know, we have to push adding in Brewster back another month, kind of a thing. This is all conjecture, of course, as always. There's just so much tantalizing data that's sitting in the files, and I hope it eventually gets added in. There's so much to speculate about. Again, like I talked about last time, Animal Crossing probably has passed up all of the rest of the main series combined at this point, in terms of sales, so I don't see this game going anywhere anytime soon. So I have a feeling the update schedule will probably be even longer than they originally thought. I've been looking all over for a down jacket. That's actually my main outfit, so sadly I might say no to this. Actually, we're almost through winter, so let's try it. Normally I agree to things like this just for the sake of raising friendship levels with everyone. By the way, I also have I have so many bells that this isn't a big deal to order another one, in all fairness. Happy New Year. Well, today is the Lunar New Year anyway. We can never have too many reasons to celebrate, right? But yeah, in general, the holidays in this game are kind of understated. They tried like a really big blowout event for Bunny Day, and that frankly was not great. So it feels like ever since then they've kind of toned down the holidays, for better or worse. I am not entirely sure how to say that. Not sure what brought this on, but I always appreciate getting a gift. So it seems kind of inconsistent whether villagers will actually give you items in return or not. I wonder if it has to reach like a set friendship value to actually get the item. But it does seem kind of random, like Marshall gave us something for the lucky money, but Daisy didn't. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to say about the Lunar New Year and also more general thoughts on the game. As always, I seem to always go into these topics just because it's something to continue talking about as the game is still being updated. But the next day of interest should be the 15th for Festival. Unless something is happening on the 14th, in which case we might have a video then. But in any case, we are done here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.